Joining us now, Dennis Franks, retired FBI agent. Dennis, we really appreciate you hopping on for this breaking news. As you know, this is an American destination during an especially busy celebration. How does an investigation into a crash like this begin?
Well, it starts at the very beginning. They look at the vehicle, and now that we know that the driver has he's deceased, he was killed evidently by police, they should have identification of this driver, and then it'll work out from there. They'll go to the home of the driver. They'll get search warrants to search the home, computers, other devices, any other locations they can associate with this person. And so it just fans out from there. I think it's interesting that I'll just make a couple of comments. One is that I find it interesting that this was done at 3 a.m. hour instead of at midnight, when there would have been more people there. Maybe that was because the barriers were in place, and maybe some of the barriers were removed, and he was able to drive around them. I don't know. These are questions that will be addressed in after action reviews, I'm sure. But I'm curious about that. The other thing of distinction, I think, is that the mayor called it a terrorist act, while the FBI assistant special agent in charge said it is not a terrorist event.
Can I jump in, Dennis? I apologize, because to your point, we just got this in seconds ago. Mm-hmm. The FBI released a statement saying, in part here, the FBI is the lead investigative agency, and we are working with our partners to investigate this as an act of terrorism. Again, this coming in just seconds ago. I actually had a question for you all prepared about that discrepancy between the mayor and the FBI, but now we're seeing their side. What do you make of it?
Yeah, that's interesting, because I did have a question about that, why the assistant special agent in charge would say it's not a terrorist event, unless there was information that they have that they're not revealing yet. But the interesting distinction is, a lot of times with state and local jurisdictions, a terrorist act could be an act of, could be a terrorist threat. It doesn't have to be political or ideological significance. For it to be a federal offense, an investigation, there has to be an act that is done to achieve political or ideological goals. So it is interesting that has been released now, that they are considering it a terrorist investigation by the FBI. But a lot's going to come out later, I think, about whether this person was a lone wolf. Was it somebody who was copycatting the terrorist event in Germany that was done, so as far as I know now, by a lone actor? Or does this person have some ties to domestic or international terrorist groups? It's really going to be putting the piece of the puzzle together.
I just wanted to touch on this again for just a second, because based on your experience as a retired FBI agent, what do you believe the thought process was behind coming out in that press conference and saying this was not an act of terrorism, to now this statement that was just released? We talked about this for just about an hour, that discrepancy, and now we're getting it cleared up here.
Yeah, I don't really know. It's a question I had, but sometimes the spur of the moment, and the cameras and everything, some of the officials may use terminology that's not completely accurate at the time, or it may be to allay fears that there's it's not something bigger that people should be concerned about. But obviously, it will be investigated as a terrorist event, a terrorist act, and everything will be done to determine if there are any ties to any organizations, or if this was just someone who was deranged. But if this person was a lone actor, they did a lot of preparation. I mean, to have evidently at least one IED, and to come out shooting at the police, this was definitely planned. The question is, was it planned with others? Was it ideological, or what were the motives? I mean, that's going to be interesting questions to get answers to.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.